Hello World Wide Web, I'm Dr. Shado, the internet personality with the best hair, and it's man-can time again. I remember this from before. The boxes have always been slightly different dimensions. We had a pretty thick one before, then we had a thin and kind of small one. This is a thin one, but it's a bit on the wide side. I mean, I still have the other box right here for comparison. It's thinner than that, but it's taller. So, also, they still don't have the specialty boxes that they're talking about maybe eventually getting. They have a sticker that says man can showing the ammo can. So, yay. Good on them for that. But, also, hi Tara. Tara. I'm trying to do the man can. Tara, you always show up for the man cans. Why are you licking my hand? That's my man hand. What are you doing? Tara, come. Ouch. You, every single time, you really have to. You really have to. I'll take that as a yes. Okay. So, anyhow. We got this man can here. We got the little sticker. We can pop her open. Whoa. Tara, jeez. Tara, that's not conductive to opening the box. Well, I didn't. It's not. I can't open the box if you're standing on it. I can't open the box if you're sitting on it either. In order for me to open this box, you cannot be on the box in any way, shape, or form. Tara. Your onness of the box is... That doesn't work either. Unless you're helping me open the box, you're going to sink your claws in and pull the thing up. Is that how it's going to work? Is that how it's going to work? Is it? Is it? No? Yeah, in case you're wondering, Tara's kind of in heat right now. She's not quite as bad right now as she has been for the last few days, but it's still pretty bad. Tara, these are always a little more challenging with you involved, but at the same time, I think you're trying to top your previous performances. Oh, that's great. There we go. Let me just get it up and over. And oh yeah, the theme for this month's Man Can is New Year's Revolution. It's January's Man Can. We got it really, really late because there was SHOT Show, and they went down to SHOT Show, and they were trying to get everything out before SHOT Show, but they did have a delay on a specific item. When you have a lot of items in a box like this, that can happen, and you're only as fast as your slowest part. The item in question, as far as I know, is also the reason that the box is quite the dimensions it is. It's a calendar. 2016 calendar. It's got the... And, well... Never mind then. Oh. I had it back. It's like... And then, okay, so it's like Founding Fathers 2016 calendar. Ah, okay. All the perplexities, confusion, and distress in America arise not from defects in their Constitution or Confederation, not from want of honor or virtue so much as from the downright ignorance of the nature of coin, credit, and circulation. John Adams. That's January, and right now, today, as of the time I'm recording this, so, it's not much use I'm going to get out of the January one. But, oh well. February, we got Benjamin Franklin. Mr. $100 himself. I like how my camera is actually picking up the facial detection on there. So it's like, autofocus on the face! I'm like, okay. They that can give up essential liberty to obtain a little temporary safety deserve neither safety nor liberty. Very wise words often quoted. Okay, this looks very pixelated, honestly. This John Adams not bad. Benjamin Franklin, kind of a low quality JPEG they pulled for that one, as it were. Now, let me push this back a bit so I can. Okay. Tara. Nope. Alexander Hamilton. It has been observed that Tara. Don't mess with my. Ow! Tara. Tara, that's my hand. That's not a snack. That's my hand. There's no tack snack in this one. That's my hand. Okay. Anyway, hey. Alexander, what you got to say? It has been observed that a pure democracy, if it were practicable, would be the most perfect government. Experience has proved that no position is more false than this. Yeah, that has direct democracy has been tried before, and it's failed pretty badly. Our new constitution is now established. Everything seems to promise it will be durable, but in this world, nothing is certain except death and taxes. Yeah, this is a much better, much higher resolution image here. This probably looks really good in 4K. Okay. If the representatives of the people betray their constituents, there is then no recourse left but in the exertion of that original right of self-defense. Lots of Benjamin Franklin in this. You got I know, man said a lot of things, and very quotable, but the guy's got 3 months already. It's like, damn. Okay. In those wretched countries where a man cannot call his tongue his own, he can scarce call anything his own. Whoever would overthrow the liberty of a nation must begin by subduing the freedom of speech. Prophetic. And I got more Jefferson. For a people who are free and who mean to remain so, a well-organized and armed militia is their best security. And everyone always says, militia, militia. Is it militia? It's militia! Fuck the people, fuck the people. He's not talking about people. Militia! Militia! No free man shall be debarred of the use of arms. Oh, what would Jefferson know about any of it? Militia! James Madison. I consider the difference between a system founded on the legislatures only and one founded on the people to be the true difference between a league or a treaty and a constitution. James Madison. George Washington, you got some spot here too. That's great. Free people ought not only to be armed but disciplined, to which end a uniform and well-digested plan is requisite. I'm gonna have to put that through Google Translate later. Wait. Okay, it's not the same picture, it's just... I don't think so, anyway. If freedom of speech is taken away, then dumb and silent we may be led, like sheep, to the slaughter. Damn, George Washington gets 3 in a row. Okay. Government is not reason, it is not eloquence, it is force, like fire, a troublesome servant and a fearful master. Never for a moment should it be left to irresponsible action. And that's December. And then you get notes and just... If you want to put anything at the end of your calendar, there's... And you got the little, hanging hole on the top there for autofocus. You gonna be a friend today? Friend? Yeah, okay. Actually, this is kind of... This is because this is... I'm looking at it through the viewfinder, and I thought it was all out of focus, but no, that's just, it's the perspective, it's the depth of field of the picture itself. Okay, so, not a bad calendar. A little repetitive on who is shown and what have you, and then but with the style, it's kind of hard. Because there are some very good quotes in there and what have you. But nevertheless, oh, my knees. Oh, sorry. Sorry for the jarring of the camera. I'm just in a very odd position trying to do things. What do we got here? Join or die. Well, that sounds pretty nasty. We got our Bastion patch. A American flag. The 13 original colony stars. The most in the gaunt. That's not exactly fitting on an American flag, but nevertheless. No free man shall ever be debarred the use of arms. Thomas Jefferson. I think that was also in there. Okay. And we got our fight soap, of course. 1776 to 2016, kind of. It's got the Star Spangled Banner as well. And let's see. They didn't say exactly what the smell's supposed to be in their own unboxing video, so I'd like to make a guess. Okay, I think I know why they said they couldn't tell, because it's just a very general soapy smell, but... Yeah, it's soap. And I want to say it has some kind of, like, maybe light herb oil kind of thing in there, but I really can't be too certain, honestly, because it's just very, very just soap smell to it. Wait a minute. Damn, they really want me to join or die. Okay. Got a... I don't know, I can't remember what are these called. Something coin. Okay. Liberty or Death, and the Liberty Bell, I think. I don't see the crack. Is that the crack? Because it just kind of looks like... Okay, never mind. And the Iraq Veteran logo on it. Challenge coin. Yeah, that's what it is. Challenge coin. I didn't do a challenge aside from getting the box, which proved to be very challenging this month, so yay, challenge coin. This was the first thing they revealed, the keychain from leather thing. I don't know. Okay, the Tree of Liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. Pretty much the idea that, well, as good, the idea the founding fathers had of, well, no matter how good they think it might work overall with these, plans of putting it, they're still pretty sure it's not going to work overall. So eventually people are going to have to go ahead and overthrow the tyrannical government that is bound to crop up eventually. And it hasn't yet. Anyway. This is a knuck. This is an interesting little thing because it's, instead of like brass knuckles, you have a knuck. It's a single brass knuckle. And I'm trying to think, like, would that really work? Or, I mean, I guess, because it's a single spot. What do I mean? Okay, because it's because it's just one, it is a little more concentrated, so it would have a lot more pressure behind a strike with that, but at the same time, it's not as easy to hold, I wouldn't think. I don't know, I've never actually used brass knuckles, believe it or not. But there's also, if you're not interested in punching people's teeth out, you can also open your beer with it. If you're not interested in drinking beer or punching people's teeth out, why'd you buy the box? Anyway, and we have a mouser pad. To preserve liberty, it is essential that the whole body of the people always possess arms and be taught alike, especially when young, how to use them. Richard Henry Lee. And this has the Iraq Veteran logo, but it has a musket used for hunting. And yeah, that's... come on, you just come on. Now, I have a frog mouse pad. I actually would prefer this mouse pad. If it... Yeah, it's nice. It's not peeling off at the corners like some cheap mouse pads do immediately. So, yeah. Not bad. It's got the little rubber backing. I have a little puncture wound in it, but it's only on the back, so I can live with it. And, yeah. That appears to be the extent of the January Man Can. And, how does it compare overall? Some pretty useful things, I guess. Value-wise, you know, I always like to put the value along with the shipping costs in there, so averaged out to about $40. You got the 2 joiner die stickers, that's like the only stickers. I know stickers, I don't even really think of them too much, but it's like interesting. It's like, there's your stickers, enjoy. Challenge coin. I'm not sure what the value of that would be. Okay, you got your fight soap, like $10 a soap. Works pretty well. Good soap. Got your calendars. I never went out and bought calendars in the last ever, so I don't know how much a calendar would run. Mouse pad, good mouse pad. Alright, so, and the patch and the stickers. And got the keychain, leather keychain, you know, real leather here. So, or maybe leather. I don't know. I think it's real leather. Okay, so not too bad. There's a dog going off. We got a free dog barking out of it. That's good. The Nook. Yeah, overall, I think, you know, value-wise, this is the lowest value can I've got. I mean, but then again, in the last man can, the big value was the $200 off a Bumski Bumpfire stock. And that's only really something that would matter if you would actually want to go out and get a Bumski Bumpfire stock. Oh, look at that! So yeah, this is a nice little thing. I was looking up online and it was like, well, how to install, how to do this, how to do that. I don't have an AK yet, an AK platform firearm. But, interestingly enough, everything I found was saying how to put it together, and it had a lot of things that I did not have to do. I mean, you still have your little bag of nuts and bolts to fix everything on, but things like attaching this here that everyone's like, this is the hardest part of all, it was already done. This is how it came, like that. I've taken it out and looked at it and such, but the thing with a Bumpfire stock is here, this position would be like semi-auto. It's completely, well, just about completely stable. This is made from aluminum. There are cheaper Bumpfire stocks available, but they're polymers, so you know, how well will that hold up over time, especially with how much movement these go in, because the thing with a Bumpfire stock is you take this and go like that, and it can move that far. Now, there's no actual, like, spring or anything to do that, because you wouldn't want that. Now, this is a cheek rest. So here on the lower part, that would not be moving around as much, either on this side if you're firing right-handed, or if you're firing left-handed, you can install it on this side. But this pack here is the pack for right-handed, because, you know, you put the cheek rest on there so you can have that, and that can contact your face, and this can slide around and not rip your face apart. But the thing is, this is one of the major parts here. This would, god damn, all the yelling and screaming. But this, you would attach right here. You have the handle, that, you know, just the pistol grip attached there. And this here, that goes on the left side, because this is the right-handed shooter's thing. And you would reach around, hold the handle, which, you know, would move with the stuff. God damn! You know, I'm trying to do a professional thing here. I'm trying to be like, okay, no editing, not gonna cut it, not gonna do this. And there's all these things happening to be like, no, bitch, you're gonna edit this out. I'm like, no, fuck it. Fuck it, everyone's going to know this shit. I go if we're trying to get this all professional, like, fuck it. But, yeah, the point is, you hold it down. The idea is you have this set to simulated auto, and you hold your finger here, and then you push forward on the firearm, and the firearm itself slides forward with the trigger, which then your finger would actuate the trigger, and the force of the kick would slide it back, and then you, with your other hand, still providing forward force, push it back forward, actuate the trigger again, and boom, doom. And it actually does work relatively well from what I've seen, which is really interesting. And more importantly than any of that, your finger is pulling the trigger every single time that you need to fire, so it's not a machine gun. perfectly legal. It's simulated automatic. It's not fully automatic. You're not just holding down the trigger and going to town. You are pulling the trigger every single time that you fire a round. It just so happens that you can do that considerably faster now. There's also echo triggers that you actuate the trigger every single time you fire a round, but releasing the trigger also fires a round versus just pulling. But that wouldn't work too well combined with a bump fire stock, I think, because you need the forward push to get the bump fire system to really work too well. But in any case, that was a pretty nice deal for that. If I get anything that is a basic AK system, like AK-47 style, AK-74 style, just that kind of stuff, I could get this going. Now, on 7.6.2, I wouldn't think that this is too good of an idea, because just going straight, just even if you have the control of fully automatic and you can just concentrate on aiming, that still kicks so damn hard and flings the gun around so much. You really wouldn't want to do that for too long. But they do make AK-74 style, AK platform things in like 5.56 and other calibers that are a lot easier to control that way. So yay, that's all good. But yeah, that was the January man can and what I got from the last one. And I'm not so sure I'm going to be getting one next month because I am a little low on things and there's taxes and all that stuff. So, yeah. But maybe by the time I get another box going, I'll actually do that thing with a Geek Fuel like Ox Bigley told me, because I really do need shirts a little more than bump fire stocks. But hey, bump fire stock, woo! Maybe I can get a video about that going eventually if I get the rest of the gun. Most people get the receiver and build the gun out from there. I'm getting the stock and building the gun forward from there. I guess anything works. But until next time.